Did you know that there are 7 spiritual truths that can completely liberate the heart of those born under the sign of Libra? If you're a Libra or know someone under this sign, you need to stay until the end of this video. These truths aren't just common astrological knowledge. They're profound insights that can transform how you see yourself and experience your spirituality. Many Libras spend their entire lives searching for something that's already within them, but they don't know how to access it. They feel a constant restlessness, as if they're always searching for something to complete their soul. What if I told you this search could end today? That you could finally find the inner peace you've been searching for? Prepare to discover truths that will shake everything you thought you knew about spirituality and your own heart. These revelations have come to me through years of study and observation, and I'm certain they will have a lasting impact on your life. Stay with me until the end, because the last truth is the most powerful of all. Truth 1. The first spiritual truth that frees Libra's heart is understanding that their need for harmony is not a weakness, but a sacred gift. Libras often feel guilty for avoiding conflict or always trying to please everyone. They think they should be tougher, more decisive, more confrontational. But the truth is that Libra came into the world with a very specific spiritual mission: to be a channel of peace and balance. Your soul chose to incarnate in this sign to learn and teach about harmony. When you stop fighting this nature and embrace your role as a peacemaker, something magical happens in your heart. Imagine a situation at work where everyone is arguing about a project. While others get heated and create more tension, you naturally find a balance that satisfies everyone. This isn't coincidence or luck. It's your soul manifesting its higher purpose. The benefit of accepting this truth is immense. You stop blaming yourself for being someone you're not, and begin to value your natural superpower to bring peace where there is war. Your heart frees itself from guilt and embraces your spiritual mission with pride and purpose. Truth 2. The second truth that frees the Libran heart is understanding that their indecision is not a flaw, but a heightened form of consciousness. While other signs make decisions quickly, you ponder, analyze every angle, and consider all possibilities. This happens because your soul has a broader view of reality. Libra can see the multiple facets of any situation. It's as if you have a spiritual radar that picks up nuances others miss. That's why it takes you longer to make decisions. It's not mental laziness or a lack of ability. It's wisdom in action. Think about that time you took weeks to choose between 2 job opportunities. Everyone around you was impatient, telling you were stalling. But in the end, your decision was perfect because you considered aspects no one else had. You saw future consequences, impacts on relationships, details that would make all the difference. When you accept that your decision-making is actually a spiritual gift, your heart frees itself from the anxiety of needing to be faster. You begin to honor your inner process and make even better decisions because you're at peace with your natural rhythm. If you're enjoying these revelations, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content about spirituality and zodiac signs. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing our community is spread across the globe. Truth 3. The third spiritual truth is that their need for beauty isn't superficial, but a direct connection with the divine. Libra has a special relationship with everything that is beautiful, harmonious, and aesthetically pleasing. This is often misinterpreted as vanity or futility, but the spiritual reality is much deeper. Your soul recognizes beauty as a manifestation of the sacred on earth. When you surround yourself with beautiful things, when you take care of your appearance, when you organize your home harmoniously, you are actually creating a sacred space for your spiritual connection. Notice how you feel when you're in a messy, ugly, disharmonious environment. Your energy levels drop, you become restless, and your spiritual connection is blocked. Now remember how you feel in a beautiful, well-kept, and balanced place. Your soul breathes, your energy flows, and you naturally connect with something greater. This happens because Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet that governs love and beauty. Your soul needs beauty to function at its fullest potential. It's not a whim, it's a spiritual necessity. When you honor this need without guilt, your heart is freed and your connection with the divine is strengthened tremendously. Truth 4. The fourth truth that liberates Libra's heart is understanding that their relationships are their primary spiritual path. While other signs may find God in solitude, in solitary meditation, in individual contemplation, you find the sacred through human connections. This doesn't mean you're dependent or needy. It means your soul has chosen to learn and grow through the mirror of relationships. Each person who enters your life brings a lesson, growth, and an opportunity for spiritual evolution. That's why you feel so empty when you've been alone for too long. It's not because you lack self-love or need external validation. It's because your spiritual nature thrives on exchange, partnership, and the complementarity that occurs when two energies meet. Think about your most important relationships. Each one taught you something fundamental about yourself, didn't they? Through others, you discover aspects of your personality that you would never have known alone. You grow, evolve, and become a better version of yourself. The benefit of accepting this truth is that you stop pressuring yourself to be more independent or less social. You embrace your relational nature as a legitimate and powerful path to spiritual growth, and your heart is freed from the pressure to be anything other than what it is. Truth 5. The fifth spiritual truth is that your constant search for justice is a cosmic mission your soul undertook before you were even born. Libra cannot remain silent in the face of injustice, inequality, or situations where someone is being harmed. This can be exhausting at times, but it is sacred. Your soul came into the world to be an agent of balance and justice. That's why you revolt when you see someone being treated badly, when you witness unfair situations, when you perceive power imbalances. It's not dramatic or exaggerated on your part. It's your spiritual nature manifesting. How many times have you gotten yourself into sticky situations to defend someone who was being wronged? How many times have you fought for causes that didn't even directly affect you? This happens because your soul recognizes that all injustice in the world affects the cosmic balance, and you were designed to restore that balance. When you stop feeling guilty about caring so much about justice and accept that it's part of your spiritual mission, something powerful happens. You find more effective ways to fight for your causes, your heart is filled with purpose, and you become an even more powerful instrument of transformation in the world. Truth 6. The sixth truth that liberates the Libran heart is understanding that your natural diplomacy is a form of spiritual channeling. When you mediate conflicts, find solutions that benefit everyone, or manage to bring different people together, you are exercising a very rare spiritual gift. Not everyone can see all sides of a situation as clearly as you do. Not everyone can find common ground where others only see differences. This is a spiritual talent few possess, and you have been blessed with it. Remember that time you managed to bring two friends who were fighting back together? Or when you found a creative solution to a seemingly impossible problem? In those moments, you weren't just being helpful. You were channeling higher wisdom, acting as an instrument of healing and unity. Your diplomatic skills stem from a deep, intuitive understanding that all human beings deep down want the same basic things: love, respect, understanding, peace. You can see this common humanity even when people are on opposite sides of a conflict. The benefit of recognizing this truth is immense. You stop seeing your diplomacy as something common and begin to honor it as a sacred gift. Your heart frees itself from the idea that you should be more confrontational, and you embrace your role as a relationship healer. Truth 7. The seventh and most powerful spiritual truth that liberates Libra's heart is this: you came into this world to learn that true balance is only found when you stop seeking external approval and find your own inner balance. This is the hardest lesson, but also the most liberating for your soul. Throughout life, Libra seeks harmony in others, in situations, in the external world. You want everyone to like you, everyone to be happy, everything around you to be in perfect balance. But the deeper spiritual truth is that true balance must first arise within you. This doesn't mean becoming selfish or ceasing to care about others. It means finding your inner center, your own values, your own truth, regardless of others' opinions. When you can balance yourself internally, you become even more powerful in bringing balance to the external world. Imagine what your life would be like if you never again needed anyone's approval to feel good about yourself. If you could make decisions based on your own inner wisdom, without fear of displeasing anyone. This is the ultimate spiritual freedom your soul seeks in this incarnation. When you achieve this inner balance, something magical happens. You don't lose your ability to harmonize and pacify. In fact, it becomes even stronger because now it comes from a place of personal power, not emotional need. These 7 spiritual truths are powerful keys to liberating the Libran heart. Each of them has the power to transform not only how you see yourself, but also how you live your spirituality in your daily life. The harmony you seek in the external world is actually a reflection of the harmony your soul yearns to find within itself. Which of these truths resonated most deeply with you? Which do you feel you need to work on more in your life? Your spiritual journey is unique, but these truths are universal for all Libras seeking inner liberation. Always remember, you don't need to change who you are to be spiritually evolved. You simply need to understand and embrace your true nature. When you do, your heart will finally know the freedom it so desperately seeks, and you will become the enlightened being you were always destined to be.